And she said that she sent an email that she won't be attending tonight, just so you're aware.
Okay. She had told us she was going to be attending, but because we could have canceled had we known. Anyway, well, is there anybody out there?
Hi, cutie.
Mr. Kanaga.
I think for some reason my father must have logged in under my Zoom, but I'll leave it as Chris so that I look more respectable.
All right, thank you. I've got some bad news for you. We've
I
had
see-
executives. We don't have a quorum.
Okay, I see the bad news.
Yeah, we don't have a
Uh,
quorum.
Okay, well, we can, it's unfortunate, but we can, I believe both my clients are here, but we can just agree. Should we ask for a continuance then to,
Yeah, why don't you ask for, we'll grant a continuance. Jen, Jen, are you still on here?
And
Do we have a hearing scheduled for January 4th?
we don't.
Well, maybe we should schedule one for January 4th. I
Yeah.
don't, if they've given, here's a question I don't know the answer to. If they've given notice already for this meeting tonight, does that satisfy notice for continuing it to January 4th?
As far as I'm aware, we'll be in the clear because I've already sent the legal ad for all of these. I apologize for my voice. I can double check with Kelly in the morning, who deals
Yeah.
with all of the boards and stuff.
I think it will be, so we'll just continue it.
Okay,
So is January 4th work for you, Mr. Kanaga?
it does, Mike and Sean, does that work for you, the 4th?
Yeah, I think it does. Yeah.
Gentlemen, I apologize. It's an embarrassment for us. We had expected a fourth member, but the fourth member got tied up and couldn't make it. So I apologize for that.
Understood.
Thank you for your time.
Before we do that, I should ask Bruce and Lynn, do you expect to be available on January 4th?
I do.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
no, so chances are we'll get at least one more for January 4th. I'm sorry, Mr. Kanaga.
No, not a problem. It happens. I understand the issue with, we need more ZBA members.
Yeah, if you can rustle up some, that would be great.
If I had friends.
Problem is I have friends and they won't do it.
Well, thank you. Have a good evening. Happy solstice, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Thank you. Is there anybody here from the International Fund for Animal Welfare? The next case on the agenda?
I am.
Oh, Mr. Sharp. Yeah,
Yes, hello, good evening.
yeah. Good evening. You've heard, we can't proceed tonight because we haven't got a quorum. We have to have four at least. We only have three members of the board.
I see.
What is your time frame? Well, when are you looking to take this lease? Or do you have the lease now? Are you already?
We're working on it, and the property owner, or one of the property owners is on this call as well.
Okay.
We were looking to execute the lease pending the decision of the board. Once this was finalized, I think we were looking for a January 3rd start date for that.
Yeah.
And you said that is the next meeting is January 4th?
January 4th is our next meeting, yes.
Okay, that will cause a problem for me. I'm going to be out of country on a work trip. I can have another member of my team present and answer questions for that.
I'm sorry about that. That's fine.
I understand.
I should say that your application is a little sparse. I don't know how it got through the vetting process at town hall. And I think that you're, I think this can be, I think what you're looking to do can be accomplished, but I think it has to be a special permit. Can you make a note? Why don't you make a note of this? A special permit pursuant to 164, section 16. It can't possibly meet the criteria for a variance, but it could possibly meet the criteria for a special permit. I think you may have gotten some direction from town hall that upon reflection, I don't think was the right direction.
Okay,
I think if someone who's working with you contacts the planning department again, has a discussion, they may get a little different, some help with the process.
okay, well, we will do that. We'll contact the planning department tomorrow morning.
That'd be great. Again, I apologize for our inability to produce a quorum for you.
No, of course. And I do want to, and I'm not sure what's involved with the special permit, but you said that the application was sparse. With,
Yeah, if you look at the application, there are a number of criteria under special permit. I think you'll be able to breeze through them. You don't need a lot of expertise to answer those questions, especially as a tenant. I don't think many of them pertain. And just take a stab at filling those out, and at least for being prepared to go through them orally at the hearing.
okay,
An issue, question of timing, you may not, I don't think you need to, my own opinion, do a lot of work on getting a new application, but you should be prepared to respond to, you should come forward and ask to reconfigure your application as a special permit, and then talk about the criteria in the special permit.
okay. And is that special permit heard through the zoning board?
Yeah,
as
same
well?
thing. It's same as a variance.
Same process. So it would
Same process,
it would
the
also
whole thing.
be through the.
It's just how you proceed to get what you want to get through the bylaw, what the bylaw allows. And a variance relates to land and not to what you're thinking. So just look at a special permit. It's 16416. If anybody asks,
Okay.
that's what I think. I've gone through this, and I think that's how we might be able to help you here.
Okay. All right.
Gary, we can talk about this a little bit afterwards. We don't have to keep these folks, but I think you may need to talk to George Meservey too, because
No, I have been.
they made a recommendation to us, and I think it was for a variance.
It was, and George and I have talked, and there's no way it can be a variance. No way.
So
he was
okay, so you've already talked to him?
Yeah, and we've, George and I have come up with the 16416 as the method for them to go.
Okay, okay.
That's George and mine.
I didn't want to catch these folks in between planning and
Oh,
us.
yeah, I know. It's just a problem. They're gonna run into Christmas time. Who's gonna be in town hall the next week and a half, but don't know. All right, is there anyone else who wants to be heard tonight that thought they were gonna be heard?
Can I just ask Jerry one more thing?
Yeah.
Because if we switch to a special permit, does there have to be another notice?
I don't.
I think we,
You
don't think so?
No, the purpose of it is to put on notice that they want to do, the purpose is the same, and the neighbors have been notified that this is what they want to do there. And
okay,
so
okay.
the neighbors are indifferent between special permit and variance. It doesn't matter to
Okay.
them.
All right.
Okay. All right, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
May I
So
ask a
moved.
question before you adjourn, please?
Sure,
Ooh,
Ms.
yes.
Knoll. Yeah.
So is there a way for us to know whether or not you'll have quorum at the next meeting?
I wish I could tell you yes, but I can't. There's three of us will be here, and there's one fourth member who's very rarely absent, but had to be tonight, and I'm pretty sure he'll be there. If not, I'll contact the board tomorrow morning, the other members who aren't here, and get their opinion. If we can't meet, I'll let you know.
That would be great, because time is of the essence for us, and I was with Mr. Sharp in town hall seeking George Meservey's counsel specifically after our site plan review meeting. So
Yeah.
it's a little shocking to hear that we didn't have the right information.
Well,
And
Yeah, all right. I wouldn't put it that way. Just,
Yeah.
we just had a different discussion and found that the statute is less easily, it's more easily, more readily found in your favor if you go this route as opposed to, variance is a very high hurdle. And it involves land. It has to be a configuration of land. It doesn't really pertain to this issue, especially as tenants, you know. If you would, you know, it just isn't the right way to go.
Well, that's too bad. Thank you.
All right, welcome. So we have a motion to adjourn. Lynn, yea or nay?
So moved, or we have the motion, so yes.
Bruce?
Yes, and Jerry, thank you so much for your efforts in this regard. You're working hard and we know it. And Lynn too, I suppose.
Yeah, thank you. Well, good night, everyone, and best wishes for happy holidays to everyone.
Thank you.